Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Let's make a spoon ring. This bad banging boy was ordered by one of my followers named Mo. She wants this one in a size 10, non-spiral. So you already know what we gotta do, baby. We gotta get it cut. Before we jump right into cutting this, I wanna talk about how pretty this thing is. I mean, look at this fork, how cool. And it's perfect to bend because it's really thin, so it will bend really nicely. And also, I'm not quite sure why this fork is this way. So if anyone knows out there, drop me a comment. Why is it like that? When measuring this one, I added a little bit of extra meat, so that way I can kind of tuck that tail underneath on this ring. I think that'll look really cool. If you're new here to my page, thank you so much for coming. Great to have you. I really hope you guys enjoy this content. And give me a follow if you want to see more. I've been getting a lot of comments on what to do with the waist. If anyone knows anything that I can do with this, let me know. I think it could be something pretty cool. Now that she's cut, it's going to be left with a bit of a rough edge, as you can see. So I'm going to take it to the belt sander and file it down by hand, just to ensure that it's perfectly smooth and doesn't irritate or scratch the skin. Now that she's all filed down and left with a smooth edge, it's time to take her to the ring bender, baby. Now that she's all bent, it's time for a polish. Now that she's polished, it's time for a bath. If you've watched this far, I'm gonna assume you're a fan of this content. Go ahead and drop me a like and a follow, or a comment. It helps me way more than you imagine. I've been getting asked by a lot of people what kind of tools I use. That being said, I've curated a hand-picked list of every single thing that I use here in my shop to make spoon rings. I've called it the Spoon Ring Starter Kit. I have it pinned in a comment below. Even though I do make slight commissions on the things that you guys buy through my link, it does not change the price that Amazon charges you. So feel free to shop and see what I use. Now that she's all out of the bath, I'm gonna go ahead and clean her up a little bit by hand just to ensure that there's no green polishing bar residue left on this thing. And then we'll take a look at it, see how she looks. I really love the way this one turned out. If you guys remember, I cut a little extra meat when I was sizing it, so that way I could do this tuck design, and I think that turned out really well.